She's finally getting attached. She starts texting more, asking where you are, showing signs she's into you. And that's exactly when the most attractive men pull back. Not to play games, not to be cold, but because they understand this. The moment she feels you slipping away, her attraction spikes, her mind races, her emotions take over. Pulling back at the perfect moment isn't manipulation, it's precision, it's instinct, it's power. Because if you stay too available when she's leaning in, you kill the tension. And without tension, there is no desire. The average man gets excited when he feels her interest. The high-value man, he stays in control. He knows when to give and when to disappear. Most men chase harder when they feel momentum. She replies fast. He replies faster. She smiles. He overcommits. She gives a little. He gives everything. And what happens? She pulls away. Not because she lost interest, but because he lost his center. See, attraction lives in imbalance, in tension, in the space between want and uncertainty. And when a man becomes too available, too eager, too predictable, she subconsciously starts to question, why is he so into me? Is he just desperate? Do I even feel the same? But the most attractive men, they understand emotional pacing. They let her lean in, then create space. And in that space, she starts to chase. Not because he forced her to, but because she needs to close the gap. Women don't chase words, they chase feeling. And the strongest feeling? Uncertainty mixed with desire. When she knows exactly where she stands with you, when every text is answered instantly, when you're always there, always available. Her brain relaxes, her curiosity dies, her attraction fades. But when you pull back at the right moment, after just enough investment, after a spark of emotional connection, she enters a psychological loop. She replays your last words. She checks her phone more. She wonders, did I say something wrong? Is he losing interest? Why do I care so much? That loop is where obsession begins. Not because you ignored her, but because you created space after connection. You made her feel the shift, and in that shift, she attaches deeper. The pullback isn't rejection, it's gravity. If you're not here just to watch, but to transform, subscribe now and turn on notifications. The next move changes everything. The timing is everything. Pull back too early. She doesn't care yet. You look cold, distant, and replaceable. Pull back too late. She's already bored. She's figured you out. There's no mystery left. But pull back right after she invests, right after a laugh, a compliment, a moment of softness. And it hits her differently, because it creates contrast, a sudden shift in energy. One moment she's floating, the next, she's alone with her thoughts. And in that silence, she starts feeling more than she expected, more than she can explain, more than she's comfortable with. That's the moment high-value men wait for. They don't pull back to punish, they pull back to amplify, to let the emotional weight settle. You don't run after her when it's good, you let her sit with how good it felt. That's how desire builds in the background. Quietly, stronger, and deeper. Pulling back is an art, but most men confuse it with disappearing. See, when you vanish without energy, you seem cold, disconnected, and forgettable. But when you pull back with presence, she still feels you. In her head, in her gut. In every moment she wonders why you're not chasing. The most attractive men don't ghost. They create intentional distance. A pause, a breath, a space that makes her lean in. They're not cold. They're warm and rare. They're not disinterested. They're selective. And that selectiveness? It's what flips her brain from comfort to curiosity. because she knows what attention feels like. She knows what validation feels like. But what she doesn't know is how to read a man who's fully engaged, then calmly steps away. That's the difference. When you pull back at the perfect moment, she starts noticing everything. Your silence feels louder. Your absence feels heavier. Her curiosity turns into tension, and tension is what turns attention into obsession. She starts double-checking her messages. She rewatches your last interaction in her mind. She compares you to every other man, and no one feels the same. Because you didn't try to win her, you made her question whether she ever had you. That shift, from certainty to uncertainty, is what triggers pursuit. Not because she's playing games, but because biologically, the human mind craves what it almost had, what it can't fully predict, what felt real, then vanished just enough to make her feel the absence. And now she wants back what felt valuable. Because the pullback made her realize you weren't chasing her, you were choosing her. And now that choice is missing. Pulling back isn't a move, it's not a trick, it's a reflection of your inner abundance. Because men who lack confidence, they overgive, overtext, and overexpress. Why? Because they fear losing something that deep down they don't believe they deserve. But the most attractive men, they don't chase what's already chasing them. They don't cling to attention. They respect their own gravity. They know their energy is limited, their presence is valuable, and their attention is a gift, not a need. So when she starts getting too comfortable, when the balance shifts, they step back, not out of fear, but out of alignment. Because pulling back isn't about her, it's about you. It's about protecting your center, staying grounded, keeping your frame intact. That's what she feels. That's what she craves. That's what makes you unforgettable. You want to be unforgettable? Don't try harder. Pull back smarter. Because the strongest men don't fight for her attention. They let her feel the loss of it. They don't prove themselves. They reveal themselves, slowly, deliberately, with presence, then absence. And in that rhythm, she feels something no one else gave her. Respect for your boundaries, mystery in your silence, and desire in your restraint. So stop trying to fill every moment. Leave space. Let her wonder. Let her lean in. Because when you know your worth, silence becomes louder than words. And walking away becomes the most magnetic move of all. Now let me ask you this. What do you think creates more attraction? Predictability or mystery? Drop your answer in the comments.